Guten Tag!
Hello!
Today we're going to make another Christmas tree craft.
Hooray!
So go ahead and grab your Christmas tree ribbon, some wooden beads, and your string, and your plastic needle.
All accounted for.
The first thing you're going to want to do, take your string and make a knot at the end. And your parents might need to help you with this. You'll want to make that knot pretty large because it's going to plug the hole of your bead and you don't want it to slip through. So you may need to tie it a few times.
Tying a few times. Check.
Now that your knot is at the end, you're going to want to take this part, the one without the knot, and thread it through your needle. Now you're going to take one of your wooden beads and take your needle all the way through and push it to the bottom.
Might have to wiggle that needle through. Ooh, there it goes. Got it.
All right. Then you're going to take your ribbon and you want to go a little bit through. So find the center of it and make sure there's a little bit of a tail and then push it right over top of the bead.
All right.
So you have your ribbon on top of your bead. Then you might want some help from a friend just because it can be a little tricky to get. So the next part is you're going to loop this back over top of itself, and while your friend is looping, you want to grab another bead and put it over top of the ribbon you just did. Then once my bead is on and my friend is holding my loop, I'm going to take my needle underneath the loop, right in the middle of the ribbon, and pull up. And then you have a loop for the bottom of the tree.
Bead, ribbon, bead, ribbon.
Next comes a bead. And again, it's really helpful to have a friend who will loop it for you, or you can be the looper and your friend can hold the needle. And again, it's looped. I'm going to take my needle up through the middle and pull it tight. Then as she's looping, I'm going to put my next bead on to be ready for the next part.
And then as you keep going up the Christmas tree, your loops are going to get smaller and smaller.
Because if you think about the shape of a Christmas tree, it's a cone. It goes up and dwindles at the top.
Do you know the German word for Christmas tree?
I don't know the German word for Christmas tree. What is it?
Weihnachtsbaum.
Weihnachtsbaum?
Yes.
I'm going to have to practice that one.
Have you heard the Christmas carol, O Christmas Tree?
Oh, I have.
And it's often called O Tannenbaum because it was first a German Christmas carol.
Oh.
But Tannenbaum is not the name for Christmas tree. Tannenbaum is simply the name for an evergreen. So if you want to be specific, you would say Weihnachtenbaum.
That's a funny word.
Weihnachtenbaum. That's right.
Once you have your ribbon all done, and you've done all of your beads, you're going to want to make another knot at the top. And again, you're going to want this to be very big because you don't want your beads or your ribbon to fly off the top. Once you're done tying the knot, then go ahead and trim. And you'll also want to trim any of the extra ribbon you have too. So I'm going to trim that. And I'm going to trim the one at the bottom because I don't like how it's just kind of sitting there. There we go. And then inside you've got a little tiny ornament hanger. You can thread the little part through your knot. And then bend it so it almost doesn't come off. And then you can go and put this on your Christmas tree.